Hello lovely souls, welcome to my daily painting practice. This is the first that I'm going to share with you sort of live, which means that I'm going to start from the beginning. Most of the beginning I already have a meditation, but I listen to it, so it's not something that I've done myself, so I can't share that with you. But for the rest I will share with you exactly what I'm doing. We are going to, so you're going to see a video. I'm going to record my spiritual practice. So normally I always start with meditation, so this part is not included because it's not my meditation. At some point I will do a longer version where I will also guide you to meditation, but at the moment this is just what feels right for me. So I will show you how I start with the candle, with the smudging stick, with a card from a card deck I'm using at the moment, and then just letting the inspiration come, the colors, the symbols, maybe letters, whatever, words, and I'll walk you through it either during the painting, or if I'm, because this is really a practice for me. It's not just, at art, which is nothing wrong, but for me, I have to be present, and so I will see if I can share with you at the same time what I'm feeling, or if I just do it and then record over, the comments, whatever. So I hope you like this video, and if you do, please like. Maybe you can share it if you know someone that would love to see someone's practice. You can paint along at the same time. You can watch it and then paint along. There might be some music, I'm not sure, but you can put your own music. I know that at the moment I have a small playlist of music that I use when I'm painting, and now they call me. Before I put the music on, I hear the music that I have to listen to. So that's also new and magic. And for me, yeah, music is really a part of the healing, truly. So I hope you like the video. Yeah, so like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. You can also see me on Instagram and on Facebook, and see you in another video. Bye bye. Welcome to my spiritual painting practice. I hope you are well today, and I'm putting the music a little bit lower, and that you have a way to come to the present moment, come to your body, your emotions, your feelings. This is what I'm using. So today I am not at my home. I am house and pet sitting in a really beautiful seaside town, not really far from where I live, and people have this beautiful lily of the valleys. So I do like to have fresh flowers when I'm painting, and of course these ones are very fragrant, and this is one of my favorite. So this is what one of the things that I use in what we can call my portable altar or things like that. So I'm going to put it somewhere near me. I also have a little Buddha. I have different statues and things, objects that I like to have with me to connect to my spirituality, and this one I found a few months ago, and I also have it with me. This one has some red paint. Anyway, These rocks are both, I've found them on seaside, on the beach, and you know, I felt called to pick them up, and I've been using them on my altar for also a month or two, and you know, yeah, they have their place. I can't really say why, you know. I mean, you have, like, of course, very different type of healing stones, but I realized that other objects other than the one we know, you know, the pink crystal, all these, you know, special stones, I think also stones that are just on the ground, they also have energy, and well, that's how I feel it. So my candle, and this is a homemade smudge stick that I made, and it's made, there is a fig leaf, and I think there are some pine tree bits and other stuff, and this one I made quite some time now, more than a year ago, and I prefer to use my own smudging sticks because I know where, you know, the herbs, the plants come from, but also I have a special attachment to them, you know. I am being called to use them, so I think there is a reason, and that's why I'm using it. And for me, the fig, the pine needles and other stuff, they link me to my roots in Portugal. These are trees that I connect with, and that are also you know, very present in Portugal, and I think it connects me to my roots, my ancestors, so many things. So I'm going to use this magic stick to, I think it helps me sort of connect, you know, to my ritual. So I use it around myself, around the paper, and I have this little owl pot that I also use to put some sometimes some other stuff. Could be a painting brush. Okay, and now we have the candle. And now for the oracle card. So I'm using the Rose Oracle. I'm not really sure which side it's best, but from Rebecca Campbell. I love Rebecca Campbell. I listen to a lot of her videos and I have a few of her books. And I really connect with what she says. And this oracle deck has been, you know, I've been using it for quite some months now, and there's always a good card for me. So for today, my intention is just to know, you know, what's the message for me today? What do I need to know? What do I need to focus on? And here it is. I know. Here. Great. Open. Say yes. Expand through the extremes. Trust life. I'm going to see if you can see it. Well, oh yeah, it works. Perfect. So that's great. I never had this one before, I think. Okay, now I have to get my glasses off to be able to read. So open. I have to see which, from the little booklets, you know, what's the explanation, the teaching. Open 98. So, here it is. Say yes, expand through the extremes, trust life. This is probably one of the biggest challenges of life, keeping your heart open through the extremes. No one is immune to the highs and lows of the human experience, from the ecstasy to the agony, the joy to the grief, the love to the loss. We can't bypass the difficult part of being human if we want to truly experience the bliss, and if you close your heart off to the grave, you won't be able to fully experience the joy. I'm not going to read the whole the whole thing because it takes some time. I'll just read it for myself. This card is here to encourage you to say yes to life, to expand through the extremes and to put your 2 feet wholly and completely in. Then there is a question, how can you say yes to life? Quite a potent card. So, okay, so, and now I'm going to get my pen. I always start, so this is going to be, now I'm going to put it just in front here so I can see it somewhere here. It will be on my altar later on. So I almost always start with writing, either a prayer, you know, what I want, what I'm hoping for, what I need help for, if I have questions, you know, if I want to release something, you know, if something is bothering me, you know, things like that. So I'm going to start with the question from the card. How can I say yes to life? And I'm also going to take a little bit of time to connect with my guides. Dear guides, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me for this practice. Please help me find the right message for me today. Help me to understand what I need to understand today. Help me with whatever I need for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it can, you know, depending on the intuition or inspiration, it can come in different ways. Please help me find balance in my life between my personal life and my new business, taking care of my body, my health, my home and my business. Help me listen to myself, my body, my intuition. Yeah, this is a big one for me, because of the burnout and, you know, all my past life. I've always struggled to find balance. I think work was always a big part of my my life because I don't know. I mean, I think it's also something that has been, you know, passed on. My father was always working. You know, I mean, he couldn't even go on holidays because when he was on holidays, he thought, he told us, you know, he didn't like seeing other people work. So that tells you a lot about him and his, you know, his beliefs. So yes, but also because I've always wanted a job that fulfilled me fully, like what I'm doing now. I mean, but you know, of course, when you do a desk job or whatever, you know, when it's not your own business, you can give so much and not, you know, not obligatory. You know, you might not receive what you're expecting, and you know, it's just a job, and when you leave, you're just replaced. And my personal life, you know, sometimes there was some really happy times and other times there were not, and the job was the only time where everything was fine-ish, you know. So that's, and with, you know, all my health issues for the past years, I really want to continue with my healing and not use the excuse of a job, you know, my business or whatever, to take over, because that's the thing I'm doing. It's easier to, you know, to concentrate and focus on something that is easy than on what is hurting. So yeah, that's my prayer. I've been writing this one quite often the past weeks, months. And this one for today, how can I say that yes to life? It's also a powerful one. So this is the intention. I'm going to drink a little bit. I mean, this practice, this healing, it's really working on, you know, on some parts of you, the energetics, you know, the physical. And that's why you need to drink, because you know, you're cleansing, you're clearing, you're doing lots of things at the same time. So, and now I have my paints near me, and I'm going to look at the colors and see. I already see the yellow, and the yellow is calling me, so here it is. So that's what I do. I always get inspiration by the colors, and I just put them in my bag, you know. I mean, it's not something, yeah, for me, painting, it's not, I'm even using this dry bit here. I like them, it gives texture. I mean, this is an art journal. It's not, you know, it's not going to be a piece, you know, that is going to be hanging in a museum or anyone, you know. I mean, I could sort of scan it and make prints out of it if I wanted to, but that's not, you know, that's not the intention, that's not the focus, you know. It's exactly the same as if you would have, you know, a writing journal. It's a therapy, it's a way to connect, it's, you know, a healing, a therapy, transmission, whatever you feel, you know, like. So it's going to be painted, and I'm going to put it somewhere I can see it for the next couple of days, or maybe just one day, and it's going to work with me, you know. It's like I can do like an open eye meditation with it, and going, so that's the all the messages that are in the painting are going to be imprinting on me, working with me through my eyes, through everything. And it doesn't matter how it looks like, how it's made, if it's going to, you know, you could even sort of decide when it's finished, you know, to just throw it away, burn it, whatever, paint over it. So I'm using this baking spatula. That's my favorite tool at the moment, especially for my daily practice when I paint on a canvas. I do use it as well, and I also have other painting brush. I need to drink another. So yeah, and I like these little bits just because they give texture and differences, and also because I don't like to throw away things. But I don't think it's the main reason. So other colors, what do we have? Okay, this one is also calling me. Some light green. And at the moment, you know, because I've been doing it for quite some time now, I don't, well, now I'm talking, so it's not the same, but when I'm really into it, there are no thoughts, you know, I'm completely in the moment, completely in my intuition. I let my hands do the work, my eyes choosing the colors, and I am just in my feelings. I feel when I have to change the colors, when, you know, things like that now. And now I even know without looking what the color I need. Pink. If I can find it, where is it? Because I'm not at my home, you know, I just took some of the paints, but not all of them. Well, and they are also in the bag, so I can't see them all. Oh, I need some red, okay. Where is the red? I should just, okay. There it is. So the bag is falling, of course. Anyways. Oh, I love this. The reds and mixed with the pink. It gives it different color. Okay, so, and I'm just painting. I know there is no intention, no idea, no thought, you know, I don't have you know, a symbol or whatever, you know. Sometimes you can, like this I don't like, but it's okay too. Oh, this I love. Orange, okay, I need some orange. And you know what, you know, even if you don't like that, it's okay. That's, you know, that's why this practice is so beautiful, and that's why you get so many life lessons from this painting, from this practice. Because, okay, you know, I done that, I don't like it, and it's okay. That's life, you know. Sometimes you do something and you don't like it, and the beauty is you can just paint over, or you know, you get something else out of it, or you might like it after a while, or you can see something else, you know, whatever, you know. Well, here we go. And that's, yeah, that's the beauty of this practice, is that there are so many similarities with life, you know, by painting. So this is nice. Because the paint is wet, it's mixing a little bit with underneath, and because I'm also using very cheap paint, you know, because this is a, you know, an art journal. It's not meant to be sold, and the purpose of the image is going to be seen for, you know, a few days, and it will still be, you know, in the book. It will still have some medicine, but the medicine is for today, tomorrow at the list, and that's it. So now I feel inspired and called to use my favorite scratching, etching, and that's a knitting needle. And this one is beautiful because she has some pink, so I love it. I found it in a thrift shop, and yeah, I almost always use this needle to scratch, to etch, to carve on the Wayne paint. It's my hand who tells me what's the symbol, what the line needs to be, and I'm doing a lot of circles at the moment, spirals, you know, which are very potent, also symbols and medicine. And what I like with the scratching is that you see the underneath, you know, the underlayers, which is also, of course, a metaphor for life. Scratching the surface, and there you see underneath. It's like, you know, whatever you have under is always there, even if you don't see it. And I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now I need some white, and you know, I know I need some white. I don't know why, but I just know I need some white, and I need it with my spatula or a paintbrush. I'm not really sure. That's because I'm talking at the same time, so of course the brain, the analytical brain is also, at work. Oh, that's not white. This is white. And okay, now I don't know where. I'm not sure. Okay, so I had to be quiet for some time because I felt like I had lost a connection to my inspiration, to my intuition, you know, to whatever, my guides, you know, to the practice. Because I was talking and, you know, and when you do these videos, while you talk, you also think about what you would be nice to share, stuff like that. So of course it's the right brain. I think it's the right brain working, and of course the intuition part is not present. So yes, I wanted to do some white and I put it there, but I wanted to do it is here, but because the paint is not dry, of course it makes muck. And I don't have my hairdryer with me. I think they must have one, so but I didn't want to go and get it. And that's another life lesson, is, you know, either you are patient and you do the things and you sort of, you know, get what you want or expected or something, or you don't, and you accept that you're going to make muck, or it's going to have another outcome, things like that, you know. And of course, because this is such a potent practice, and because I've done it for quite some time, I have a little insight with this card, with, you know, the living on the extremes, saying yes to life. And here we have here is the perfect. This is beautiful. You know, when I look at it, I feel just love, and my heart opening. I find it just perfect. I love the colors, you know, the pink, the red, the orange, and then the white around it. It's just perfect. And now we have the here, which is, you know, there was this beautiful green, and I painted over it, and I don't like this, you know, this is not what I wanted to do. This is also not, you know, I wanted everything to be white, but because I didn't wait, I made muck. And that's life, you know, sometimes you don't, you know, have the result, the expected result. Sometimes you do something that is not beautiful. And that's the card, you know, living to the extreme, accepting the good things, the bad things, and in the middle, you know, there is light, there is joy, there is the essence. And then the circle is like, you know, the spiral, you know, either the spiral going inwards or outwards. It also looks like a portal or different dimensions. Yeah, lots of layers in this painting. And what we can see is my personal business. Oh my God. Meaning that my life, my personal life, and my business is just one. And that's what always, you know, what I was all about. I think that's why the jobs that I had, you know, weren't completely satisfying, is that I'm a person that needs my job to mean something, to be part of my life. And that is it. My personal business is in the center, in the light. Orange for me is creativity, red is passion, love, pink is self-love, white is just the light, and this is the muck. Green is healing, and it's everywhere, you know, healing, self-love. That's the first layer. We have joy and healing and self-love in the background, in the first layers. So this is what I mean, you know, you've witnessed it live. Well, not live for you, but I started with no intention whatsoever. I mean, no, not really no intention, but no expectation. Yeah, no expectation. I had this card. You can, and that's, you know, that's the magic of this. I picked a card. I asked for, you know, the right card for me today. And I didn't, you know, I just wrote the question, didn't really expand on it, didn't really, you know, journal on it. I could have, of course, you know, I can still do, but I just let it, you know, just happened and come to me. And then I wrote down my prayer, you know, what I needed help with, and that's finding balance between my personal and my business. Then I used all the colors to express, you know, and to get insight, to get life lesson. And the answer is that my business and my personal life are just one. It's my personal business, and that's how I'm going to see it, and that's how I'm going to balance it. And that's it. So now I always, well, not always, but today, and I strongly suggest you to always finish with a gratitude, because I am very grateful from this practice that's taken me, I mean, to now you know, it's taken longer. Yeah, just checking if it's still recording, because that would have been. It's taken longer, but normally it takes me, you know, in the beginning it would take me maybe an hour, you know, and then the more you do it, the more you get. I mean, for me, it just takes less time because I'm no longer attached to the finished product, you know. I mean, before I would have really dried it, made beautiful white, you know, everywhere, made it, you know, pretty and everything, and now that's not the point anymore. I mean, I don't care, you know, the result, the message, I got it. I could, I think I'm going to write it down in my journal. I write down, you know, I even got some paint from another layer. And the writing down is helping you ground the message, put it on, you know, in paper, in ink. It's helping you, yeah, ground the message, put it in a different dimension, sort of getting inside of you in another way, basically. And of course you can come back to it. So gratitude. Gratitude for this session, for this incredible and powerful medicine and practice, and that is so helpful for me. I'm so happy, so grateful to have found it, to have found people and teachers that have shared this with me and with other people. I'm so grateful to be able to share this with you now. I feel that this is what I'm supposed to be doing at the moment. I really hope that whoever watches this really feels the call to do it. And you don't have to use paint. You can use, you know, watercolor. You can use crayons. You can use, you know, markers. Whatever feels right. Even, you know, clay. Whatever feels right for you. Whatever you feel called to is the message. Is what is working for you. And of course, you can try many things. In the beginning, I think, you know, I started with watercolor and then I went into painting, and maybe at some point I will, you know, change. But at the moment, you know, acrylic paint is the thing for me. I'm so grateful for my guidance, for my guides, my angels that are with me all the time. I am grateful for Source, Mother Earth, you know, so much bigger than myself, to help me, guide me, heal me, teach me. I'm grateful for Rebecca Campbell, to have created this beautiful oracle deck that is also giving me some guidance. I'm grateful for my little altar, the little lily of the valley that has also some medicine. Grateful for the water that is healing me, cleansing me, nourishing me. And above all, I'm grateful for myself. I'm so proud of myself for showing up today, doing this and setting up this video equipment that wasn't easy to do. It's the first time that I'm using this one and it's not been what I was expecting, another life lesson, but I found a way, so I'm really grateful for this equipment, you know, for helping me doing a good enough video so that you can really see as much as if you were with me. I'm proud of myself for doing this meditation, this practice today, sharing it. Also proud that I stopped at some point when I felt that I wasn't connected anymore and took the time for myself. That is also a good lesson. And I'm proud of myself for all the healing that I've done already, all the healing that I'm doing now that is helping me, but also all the people around me and also my ancestors. I'm so proud of myself to dive in and start a business and completely by intuition, not having me, just trusting that it's going to lead somewhere and that at some point I will receive money that is going to help me live and grow. And I feel the energy in my hand. So now, after that, I always, depending on the meditation, but whenever you do this, even if you don't do it consciously, you open your crown chakra, because you are asking for intuition, for guidance, for your guides. So even if I have done, well, in the meditation that I just followed, there was a bit of, connection with the source. So, and I have learned that it's important to close the crown chakra after you finish a practice, so that your energy doesn't go everywhere, so that you don't keep on listening to whatever is out there and deplete your energy. And that is when I do it, I just visualize my crown chakra closing, and for myself, I visualize a little chain from my crown chakra that is going through the source. So I visualize my crown chakra chain coming back to me through the universes, all the solar systems, arriving on Earth, arriving at my country, my city, the house, crossing the ceilings, the floors, arriving at my crown chakra, entering my physical body, closing the crown chakra, thanking, and then snuffing the candle to symbolize the end of today's practice. I love you. I hope you like it, and come back at another video. Bye bye.